Hi Virgo, thanks for tuning in. I'm Patty Boyle at the Healing Room. And first I'd like to say thanks for hanging in there with me. I know I took a rather lengthy hiatus. It's been a while since I've made videos, and I apologize for those who are waiting for the next set of videos to come out that never did. Um, but it wasn't wasted time. I actually created an online tarot certification course in the meantime. You can actually look below and you'll see a link to my website. And when you get to my website, you go to the top and you click on the services tab. And then below you'll see online tarot course. Okay. Now the price is really affordable. It's only $49.99, which is less than half than what I paid back in the day. But I really did it because I want people to start, doing cards for themselves because I know how much they helped me when I was, at crossroads or, I wasn't sure what was coming next. And I would be, I wouldn't know who to turn to or, I'd feel embarrassed about asking somebody, some of these little questions I'd have. So once you click on that $49.99 and payment is remitted, what we do is we email you 5 videos, it might be 6 because the sixth one's just the exam, which is very easy actually. It's nothing more than a spread that we go over thoroughly, and you just do the spread yourself for yourself, and I just send you feedback, and I also send you a certificate. Okay, so you will get certified. Again, so it's a PDF, a set of videos, and it's all sent to your inbox. And once you're through, you get a certificate and you're able to read tarot cards for other people. If you want to do it professionally or if you'd like to just do it for yourself and loved ones, that option is completely up to you. But it's something that no one can take away from you and you can always use it. It's an amazing gift. It's an amazing tool. So just to let you know, I'm doing things a little different. I've pulled for 2 categories. Now it's just love and money. And I also did cards to find out what would be for the highest good moving forward with videos. And what I received was that doing the Ascension cards and doing more angel cards were favored by my highest level spirit guides and angels and my higher self. So these are the Ascension cards by Diana Cooper. They're amazing. They're magical cards. So we're going to pull a card online. I'll be doing that in front of you guys after we do the love and the money. Okay. In addition to that, because it's Halloween, it's time for, it's Halloween time, I should say. I have a deck. It's by Kipling West, I believe. Yeah, that's his name. It's a very edgy, kind of cheeky, some of the images are a little funky, but it's a cute little deck, and it's actually it's extremely accurate, actually. It's amazing. And I haven't worked with them that much, and they're right on. So we'll pull one card from there just for additional information for the month until, additional information up till the end of October. So, Virgos, without further ado, let's take a look at your love and your money. I'm going to pull this camera down so we can look at it together. Okay, so let's first look at love. So I'm going to read love 2 different ways. Love is going to be both for those who are partnered and those who are looking to get partnered. So what I'm getting here is the Queen of Water. Queen of Water is Queen of Cups in the Standard Rider-Waite, okay, in the Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot. It's very similar meaning, but she actually writes in the bottom of this card, relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. So if you guys are partnered right now, it means you're actually getting to a higher place. You guys are getting more bonded, more connected, more heart-centered with each other. You understand each other. You can finish each other's sentences. You guys might be moving in together. You might be thinking about getting married. Like things are actually moving pretty rapidly forward, okay? The undercurrent for this is the 9 of Air. Now, the 9 of Air is the 9 of Swords in the Rider-Waite, okay? And this card is a card which means you're afraid that, I guess you're worried that the other shoe's going to drop. That's how I'm reading it. The 9 of Swords is like just overthinking, over-worrying, needless worry card. So it's almost like other relationships in the past haven't worked, so when's the other shoe going to drop? It's this weird kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. Like you're just kind of assuming it's not going to work out. So sometimes you'll even do little things to sabotage it. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to happen. And I'll tell you why, because on top of these cards, I pulled a third card. And the third card was The King of Water. So you guys are actually really, you guys are really connected. Like you're really like on the same frequency, because it's like the King and Queen of Water are hanging out together, which means you guys are emotionally connected. You're actually both in the same wavelength. Um, so for those who are partnered up, my suggestion is stop thinking the other shoe is going to drop, because it's not, and that it's only going to get better and better. And even when this person doesn't tell you, they really do understand you. They understand what you're going through. You don't even have to speak on it. They just already know. So do yourself a favor, relax, okay? Don't be like, flipping out and just going, oh my God, there's no way. Like, this, it's too good to be true. So if it's too good to be true, then it probably isn't. That's actually not true in this case. You guys are actually a perfect match. It's like, you really couldn't get any more like, I can't make this stuff up. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, really. I mean, there's 78 cards in the deck. Okay, really? Like synchronicity, okay? So yeah, that's huge. For those who are not partnered up, they're basically saying, do yourself a favor, get involved in something creative, all right? And you'll find this person who's going to be on your wavelength. This person is going to be very much like you, okay? They're going to understand you. Odds are you'll find this person in some sort of creative environment. It could be an environment where there's music, where there's art. Cups is always like, it's also communication. So you can meet them at a party, but somebody's on deck for you, okay? And it's going to be, this match is wonderful. So for those who are not partnered, two things. Trust your intuition. If you have a feeling that you should go out that night. If you're like, you know what, it's a nice night, maybe I should go out, go. Because that's not your imagination. That's actually a download from spirit saying, we have the person on deck. We need you to go out to meet them, okay? Because that's really the case here. And stop worrying that it's not going to happen for you. All right, this is needless worry. All right, don't expect the worst. It's not true. Understand that your time has come, and follow the prompts. You are, you're the Queen of Water right now. You are the receiver of information. You're getting downloads all the time. Follow them. This is the message. Okay. All right. So now let's look at our money. So for money, first card I pulled was a Four of Earth. So there's issues with money right now. You're feeling a little insecure about it, and you're feeling like you got to hang on tight to it. And I get it, okay, because you are kind of walking into a rough patch. Do yourself a favor and try your best to not white knuckle it. But, the undercurrent here is awakening, and awakening means looking out of a different window. This is actually the Hangman in the Rider-Waite deck. And this card basically says, it's time for you to look out of a different window. So in other words, maybe the way you made your money in the past no longer works, and it's time for you to do something different, okay? That's, to me, what that message is, okay? Instead of relying on the old ways and being cautious and like doing what's safe, they're saying, you know what? Look at a different perspective. Maybe there's an opportunity here for you to do something different, because this has already served its purpose. However you've gotten money in the past, has already served its purpose. So let's move on to something new and different. Release it. Understand that there's a reason why the money's not coming in. It's almost like a stale energy. Okay. And I also pulled a third card, which is Justice. Fair and just decisions. Okay. What's that? Oh my goodness. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Okay. So this has a couple meanings. So if you have been somebody who's waiting on something, let's just say you're waiting on money to come in. Let's just say you're supposed to get Social Security, disability, Medicaid, Medicare, whatever. You're supposed to get some influx of resource from somewhere. It's going to happen before the 31st. Okay. Another way to look at this card is definitely it's time to you got to follow your heart. You've got to do what's right for you. Like if you feel like, I just feel like if you want to try something new, do it. Okay? Don't hesitate. All right? Be you. Be honest. Be truthful to yourself. All right? Because I feel like there's like kind of like an inner justice where you've got to feel like, you know, you're quenching parts of yourself. All right? You've got to balance the scales to who you are. Because to be honest with you, what really stands out for this in this card to me is balance. All right? Because it seems like this is imbalancing you. Like it's done. Whatever this was, all right? So I feel like it's time to get balanced, get more balanced. Do something new. Do something you feel is balancing. Do something that you know would make you feel good. All right? I'm actually going to pull one more card. I want to do a clarifier on this, okay? Let me clarify. All right? Please clarify. Please give us insight into what more information do you have to give those born under the sign of Virgo when it comes to their money, top of the deck. Please give us more information about the money situation for those born under the sign of Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, or Virgo Rising, from now until October 31st, top of the deck. Okay. Strength. Okay, so, yeah, it's kind of emphasizing this kind of... So what I'm getting here is, all right, it says, a great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. I'm really feeling like it's compassion for you, all right? And strength also indicates that, you know, you learn spiritual laws in order to create abundance. Okay, so strength is actually the card of bringing down universal laws so that you can create whatever you want. You manifest what you want. You're okay with waiting for the manifestations. You have the strength to wait because you have such strong faith that it's all going to work out. Okay? And it is all going to work out. Your money is going to come. I'm going to tell you, though, I do feel like they want you to try something new. All right? And it is a time of you, like, kind of white-knuckling your finances. It's almost like they're trying to push you into doing something different, okay? It says, do what you know is right. Well, doing what you know is right, but also doing what you know is right for you. That's what I feel like the message is. Right now in your life, take a long look. What's right for you? Do you want to get into a different occupation altogether? Do you want to try something brand new? You have the strength, okay? You have the strength to wait, okay? I do feel like money's coming to you, and strength is always a positive card. It doesn't mean money's coming to you, but it also requires you to, you know, hang in there, have faith, okay? And like I said, I feel like it's time for you guys to try something new. That feels like, you know, it feels like that's an old energy, the Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right, so now we are going to pull an Ascension card, okay? And let me just explain. For those of you who aren't familiar with what the Ascension is, which I'm sure many of you are, but let's just go over it for those who aren't. Right now, the universe and Earth is moving from 3D, third dimension, to the fifth dimension. So in the third dimension, we actually had the luxury of repressing things. So we could repress guilt, shame, deep anger, rage. We could repress that. We could push it down. Going into 5D, you can't. It's not allowed. It's not allowed in that dimension. So what happens is things that are held within the body, mind, and spirit that incorporate the shame, the guilt, the worries, the rage, the old angers, the non-forgiveness, that's not allowed to stay locked in. And so that's why you're seeing a lot of people act out right now. You're seeing a lot of people getting triggered from little things and like acting ridiculous. You know, somebody might say something small and they come at them like, like a bear, and you're like, what are you screaming about? Like, that's, like, I don't know why you're flipping out. Like, I don't know where where your shirt is. Calm down. But that's because people are actually in the process of purging very old, heavy emotions. All right, lower frequencies. So we're going to pull a card today to see how you can, what message they can give you to help you through this ascension process. All right. So I'm going to pull the card in front of you guys here and get centered. Okay. I call upon Almighty God, Almighty Goddess. I call upon all of our highest level spirit guides and angels, guardian angels, and higher selves. I call upon all the archangels and all the angels to come through. Please give us insight into what information do you have for those born under the sign of Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, to help them go through this ascension process. Top of the deck. Please give us insight into what information do you have for those born under the sign of Virgo to help them through this ascension process. Top of the deck. Please give us insight into what message or information do you have for those born under the sign of Virgo, Virgo Sun, Moon, or Rising, to help them go through this ascension process. Top of the deck. Everybody's getting these cards. It's so crazy. Okay, so you guys got nature now. Whoops. You guys got nature now. I believe I got this for Leo too. Was it Leo? No, it wasn't Leo. I think it was Cancer. I forget, but it was one of the former signs. Like, it's so funny because these ascension cards, again, if I didn't tell you before, I don't believe in coincidence. I only believe in synchronicity. And if you are watching this video right now, watching this channel, you were guided here by your highest level spirit guides and angels, and you will at least receive one nugget of information from this entire video that will help you help yourself, keep you or put you on path, okay? So let's read what nature signifies for you guys. The nature kingdom was created from the heart of God, the ninth dimensional master Pan. The ninth dimensional master, Pan, that's his name, directs the elemental beings that support nature. And Archangel Purlimiek, P-U-R-L-I-M-I-E-K, I'm not familiar. It's the angel of nature, lovingly holds and protects nature as it energizes you. It raises your frequency and purifies and heals you. Your guidance is to honor nature's beauty and life force. If possible, go out into the meadows, forests, mountains, lakes, or rivers, and let nature recharge, balance, and heal you. A love of and respect for nature is essential for your ascension and that of the planet. And the affirmation the card has for you guys to recite either in your mind or out loud all the time, just say it, 20, 25 times. I thank, bless, and love the entire nature kingdom. It's beautiful. So yeah, now here's the thing. You guys are going through some stuff, with the money. I see that is a harder area for you. Love's good. Even if you're not partnered, somebody's coming. And if you are partnered, it's really good. But the money situation, kind of sucks. And you know what? It's bringing your frequency down. So what they're saying is go out in nature, because nature resonates at a higher frequency. And when you walk in nature, like you think of nature as like if you walk in your front yard, you can't really see it, but you're actually walking in a sea of energy, like from tree to tree or whatever, and it's like a sea. It's like an ocean of energy, and you're actually walking in it. And so when you're walking in that energy, it's above you and around you. It actually raises the frequency of your entire beingness, your body, mind, and spirit raises up. So it really helps with everything. It helps with healing. It helps with less worry. It's suddenly you stop, you don't know, you forgot what you were worrying about, and you look down and you see this beautiful flower, or you see like all these you know, cool leaves kind of bunch together in the fall, and you're like, oh my gosh, I remember when I jumped in that, and you know, when I was a kid, and do it, do it. And like I said, I always encourage people to take their shoes off, because there's chakras at the bottom of your feet, and when you take your shoes off, Gaia can actually enter into your body, into your energy field, and help to heal you. And as I said formerly to, I forget what sign got this card, a lot of the indigenous cultures, they do walk barefoot, and they're so, I mean, they're so healthy. I mean, they're so robust, you know, and they don't wear shoes, you know, they never have. So when you can, if you can, sitting down in a chair, you could just take your shoes off and just put your feet in the grass. It really helps. Okay. All right, so now let's go to our light little Halloween deck. Oh man, here we go. All right. Again, I'm going to pull the card right in front of you guys, so I'm going to get centered. Okay. I call upon Almighty God, Almighty Goddess. I call upon our highest level spirit guides and angels, guardian angels, higher selves. Please give us insight into what additional message do you have for those born under the sign of Virgo? Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. I'm going to pull one card from the top of the deck. Please give us insight into what additional message do you have for those born under the sign of Virgo? Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, between now and October 31st, top of the deck. Please give us insight into what information, what additional message do you have for those born under the sign of Virgo? Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, top of the deck. Okay. All right, so you guys got the Page of Bats now. So Page of Bats is the Page of Swords. Okay, that's what it means in the Rider-Waite. So this feels like a direct correlation with the Nine of Swords that we received, the Nine of Air, Doreen Virtue calls it, in your love area. Because I feel like you are a little bit defensive about this love thing. Like you're just kind of, sometimes it's like you're overthinking, and they're telling you to stop overthinking. Okay, so the additional information is not to be defensive and not to always think the worst and not always think the other shoe's going to fall. I mean, because I feel like that's the problem. Don't be defensive and think the other shoe's going to drop. Like, when's the other shoe going to drop? Like, this guy can't be for real. He's too good to be true. And like, or this girl's, you know, she's too perfect. This can't be right. Actually, they are right. And you have to stop, you know, really thinking the worst, you know. With your finances, the same thing. You just have to change things up a little bit, okay? Don't defensively hold on to the old stuff. Don't be like, oh, this is what I've always done. I'm not going to change. They're basically saying, you know, as soon as you get the Awakening card in the Doreen Virtue deck, which is the same card as the Hangman, it's saying time to look at life differently, time to look at things differently. You know, you can do things in a different way. You can entertain a different route. You can entertain a different idea. You know, you can make money many ways. You don't have to make money the old way. I do feel like you guys will be getting some money in the near future because, again, I got the Justice card, which means that things will be coming to you. And if there's any legal issues, they'll be in your favor. And the Strength card means just hang in there, things will get better. But the sooner you look out of a different window and the sooner you look at things differently, that's when things start coming to you fast. So if you stay here and just, you know, overthink and think, oh, things never work out for me, it's going to be the slowest process. So it's time for you to do things differently. Okay? Your love life's doing great, so don't, just let it be. Okay? Don't second guess things, just let it be. Your money is going to get better. It's not so great right now. It's understandable. But they're saying hang in there and tweak, make some changes. You know, do something different. You know, you've got a lot of skills. You know, you could do a lot of different things, like entertain one. Just do it. Okay? Or if you're waiting on some money to come in, call somebody different. Call a different higher up. You know, like do something different. That's what it's saying. And know that it's going to come, because between the Strength card, which is promised success, and Justice, you're good. Everything's coming. Nobody likes the waiting game. But in the meantime, don't be defensive and don't think the worst. Okay. Okay, Virgo, well, I hope that helped. And I wish all of you guys an amazing Halloween season. And I look forward to speaking to you guys again in November. Thanks so much.